So Toby, in the last film, we saw how Audi completely redefined the sport of rallying and in the process established the Quattro brand and also added a much needed lustre to its entire product range. Now, we're going to look what happened next.
They had to move on. Rallying had stopped, as you say. So they went to America. They took the engine, they took the technology, they took Walter Röhrl, a world rally champion, they took Hans-Joachim Stuck, a Le Mans winner.
That's a driver lineup.
That's a driver lineup. And they had the IMSA GTO. They weren't just winning races, the pair of them were lapping the whole field, continuing this four-wheel drive route around the world.
On the road car side though, things were a little bit trickier because the Quattro was such a legend. It was actually a difficult car to replace, kind of like the difficult second album syndrome. Well, the car that had that unenviable task was this S2 Coupe. Today, the legacy of this car is not so much what it is, but what came from it, the technology that came from it, because from this car, Audi took the basis of it and put it into created a whole new subgenre of performance cars, the fast estate. And the car that did that was this, the RS2.
The 1994 RS2 is the very first Audi RS production car. Revealed for the first time at the 1993 Frankfurt Motor Show, it was the product of a new joint venture company set up between Audi and Porsche. The Porsche script appears more than once on the RS2, and the wheels, mirrors and the style of the gaping front vents are all recognisably Stuttgart born and bred.
It's not quite as raw as the numbers and the reputation make you think it is. The engine is quieter. It's a lot quieter than the early 10-valve Quattro. And the steering is not the last word in communication. It's quite light, not really much feel. If you drive it on the road, you can almost be a little bit underwhelmed by modern standards, of course. However, there's another side to this car where it really shows its class. One of them is speed, because my word, this is still a really quick car. Yes, you've got a bit of lag to contend with. Once you've got it on the boost and you're driving it on boost all the time, it really is still a very, very quick car. The harder you drive it, the better it is. Once you've got it locked online, it stays absolutely laser planted. No wonder people went mad for this back in the mid-90s. I would have done it. That woofly old 5-cylinder gives you that great soundtrack, and it's got so much torque, so evocative of the 90s. I just love it. It takes me right back. Sometimes you shouldn't meet your heroes. It's true, but I have to tell you, this is actually one of those cars where give it a little bit, don't make up your mind too quickly, and you will grow to love it. But I can see coming up behind me another legend. I can see what happened just over 10 years later when Audi really had refined the fast estate formula.
Audi unveiled the B5 RS4 in 1999, it going on sale just after the turn of the millennium, with 6,000 eventually made. These featured 375 brake horsepower from a heavily reworked bi-turbo V6. But it was in 2006 that Audi took the fast estate formula to a new level with a very special high-revving 4.2 litre V8, creating a beefy but sophisticated estate car with a muscle car soundtrack.
What a car! What a car! I'll be candid, it is one of my all-time favourite cars. I can remember doing the launch of this back in, I think, 2006. With this car, Audi really nailed for me that fast estate formula. It had all the practicality that you'd expect. It looked fantastic. It had that latent menace and energy, the wide arches. It wasn't overdone. It featured that wonderful 4.2 litre direct injection V8 engine that revs to 8,000, and of course connected to a really lovely, rather delicate 6-speed manual gearbox. Unlike later cars, the engine is still quite out the front. on the B7. And you can feel that in the handling balance. Still got a bit of that nose-led Audi-ness to it. But you know what? That doesn't spoil the car at all. The steering is beautiful. It's really poised. It's very accurate. It's got wonderful stability, but it's got adjustability as well. And I think with this car, one of its real high points, if you like, is its ride. It's just such a beautifully comfortable riding car, and yet you get it on a circuit and it's not wallowy or anything. It's just amazingly deft and rewarding for a relatively heavy estate car. I mean, you just shouldn't be able to do this in a wagon, should you? One of those examples where a group of engineers have just absolutely nailed it. They've nailed the magic formula. Now get on the power there, look, you can really feel the four-wheel drive system shuffling the torque around. Oh, listen to that engine, look, I'm going to take it to 8, oh, over 8. Woohoo! Never gets old. My word, 2006 this came out. Still absolutely wonderful. I don't think any of us at the time really expected or recognised how good this car was going to be. And I still think it's something of a benchmark. I know they're quicker now, but my word, I want one of these.
Adam. I know what it is in principle, but why is it here?
Well, it looks really good. I mean, I have to say that because I think, you know, it's aged beautifully, especially this original form without the rear wing. I think it looks great these days. But no, there is a serious point. I know it's not an Audi sport car per se, but if any vehicle sums up Audi's ambition as we get to the turn of the millennium, it's this car. And if you think about it, they went from producing low volume, high performance estate cars, and now they're doing a mainstream sports coupe that's going to appeal to so many more people.
Big units.
Yeah, exactly, big units. And that brand advancement, with the help of sports car racing, really put them at the forefront of technological advancement.
Again.
Again.